Hello there! Welcome back to another episode, Potato Land. It's been 7 days since the last one, and whoop-de-doo, look at that, you gotta make a new one. So, was having fun planning a nice, good, wonderful episode this week. It seems like last one you can get a little groggy in the mornings. But yeah, like to say I have lots to talk about, or it's going to be a great show anyway. How about that? How much did I delve into before turning the lights on here? The powerful lights anyway. I've been digging into some alcohol and some weed this week. That's just an update. We don't need to continue that segment. It's not going to turn into one, is it? Blah-de-blah. What else? Not much I could do about the fish tank, so I guess that's there for this week. Okay, another week, I guess. And I just wanted to sit back, relax, and have a chat. How are ya? I love just sitting there. I hope you're doing well, and because one subscriber doesn't mean anybody. In all honesty, I think in everybody's case there, and so that means I'm talking to nobody. Well, nobody's watching anyway, right? So, if we can cover a topic from last episode, it would be the one that I probably wouldn't have told you too much about, or enough about. But the reason why you want to be like, so I had a visitor. I mean, it's got to be said that, what is a visitor? A friend? You got me. So, all I meant to say when I brought that up was, I've been getting into The Lion King a little more heavily recently, and yes, it does feel like I'm a little cub out on the savannah. Where's Dad? Or in a pool swimming with orca. All right. Well, anyway, I don't feel like there's much else necessarily that needs to be covered. What can we talk about this week? I can't believe it's been 7 days. Excited about that. And psychology. This just popped into my head right before we started. It's possible that one of the subconscious reasons why I'm doing this sort of a thing. Yeah, I mean, here we are right off the top of the out of the grill here. That I'm, I don't get to have the greatest of relationships with family and stuff. It's not the highest quality. I know everybody's got problems, and a lot of them are bigger than mine. So it's not a moment for complaint, but you do kind of feel like you're talking to family a little bit as well. While I'm saying that while I'm not knowing how in context that puts it, but that's what I thought of right before we started the episode. I think we talk a little too much about drinking, and I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Update just on talking about legends in comedy. This would be the only thing I would have regretted saying up until yesterday or the day before. Whenever Andrew Schultz released his podcast and I watched it, maybe a day late, I don't know. And there you go. They go into talking about other people calling themselves ethereal terms. Is that the correct way to use that word? Anyway, so if I hadn't already regretted saying what I said earlier, now I certainly am. But there you go. What I really mean to say is, you judge people by their hard work, if you're going to even do that. And then if you are so brave, you compare it to your own. You follow. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, how much more do I need to add to that? I think Dave Chappelle's last, this is not important or anything like that, I understand, but I might as well say a glowing thing about, listen, it was the best stand-up special I've ever seen, by far, for sure. The last one he released, not this mini thing he did about politics or political issues or whatever. Sticks and Stones. I don't even remember anybody's specials names, so there you go. That's how unimportant it is, but very important to me, or whatever. You know what I mean. So yeah, a sad day in comedy. That's what it is. My favorite comic is still black. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, this is just wine, not anything celebratory, just a moment of silence here. We'll burn through some of these segments because they still got, in my eyes, they're still not cool. Anyway, gosh, yeah, I don't know. Let's just think about wrapping up. What else do I got for you? Want to get back to the courts outside. Had a work week. Everything's been pretty normal. A lot of drama in my life has died down. It's, I don't know, going good. Gosh, sometimes I feel like, yeah, because I said I was flying in the last episode, that, I'm doomed to destroy some of these episodes. You can't be talking highly about yourself. Look at that. We're in the same conversation, aren't we? So I don't want to think of something. I mean, but hey, you get it out of the way, don't you? Give it a swing. Here we go. I wouldn't want to give too much credit to any comic per se by mentioning him more than another, but I've certainly mentioned Joe Rogan the most. What is this? Some guilt conversation at this point? I think that about wraps that up. Laid some concrete? You don't want to hear about it. First time in my life. Get rid of that gum, sir. Yes, Chief. Can we just do another short one this week? I mean, this will be record short, but it's great. You want to get back on the wagon. Things are going well politically. I think we're moving ahead with the talks about the coronavirus relief package. Oh, that's something we could definitely talk about, though. It is definitely the toughest time for everybody in terms of dealing with this large pandemic thing. I don't want to drown in this conversation or anything like that, but understood if everybody out there's sad. It's not like this video is going to go viral and everybody's going to tune in, but right now is definitely the hardest time. A lot of people are avoiding contact if possible, except maybe on the weekends. I can tell you from firsthand or whatever here. And you can just bet that a lot of people are sucking it up for these last couple months or something. The American people are a strange public. Very rebellious bunch you are. So it's been fun watching. There's a little bit of a social science there. I figure I'm in the same boat. I already told you guys that I hunkered down for the first month. So maybe I'm not in the same boat. That's up to... where do you draw the line, right? But nobody wants to jump in a taxi right now unless it's the weekend. So there you have it. What else? So hopefully that doesn't last too long. Yeah, you know, maybe I just am not thinking of optimistic topics because of, you know, well, maybe because of what I said in my last podcast, what I titled the last podcast. I want to be very careful about that from now on. Maybe I just don't want to talk about anything at all. Did I do anything this week? Special, that is, in terms of anything fun? I went to a beach, a beach's edge. I didn't even touch the sand. Maybe saw a pile of it. And I see the ocean rather frequently. So didn't necessarily have to go down to the sand this one time particularly, because I was doing some research, and I'm glad I got out of my car and walked to the basketball court, because you could only see it on a close-up, but the rims were clamped shut by some metal bars stuff. Not trying to sound like a contractor right now. But then anyway, so what else? As far as getting out, no, not much getting out over here. It's certainly a lot of getting out in the first place anyway. But like I said, join the religion, like I said to people, join the religion of not being the first to talk as the Uber driver. It's not a big deal. It's more nuanced than that, but don't let me ruin all my jokes. Do I have any secret talents? Maybe? I don't know. I didn't write anything in my notes this week. Do I have any secret talents? I have this one where I can... I'm embarrassed to show you in all sense, just being as real as possible, but I can make my tongue wider. I'm not about to do it because at this moment I have no viewers, so what would I do that for? Why? But I can make my tongue as wide as my mouth can stretch horizontally. Does that count as anything? I mean, I've been writing some jokes this week, getting into it, back into it a little bit. Shouldn't even mention that I'm doing it because it really doesn't help motivate things. It sounds like a humble brag. And I got to look up this humble term again because it makes no sense. A lot of people be using humble after they receive awards or something. Like they're coming down from how great they thought they were. Been talking too much about that this week already. Anything else exciting to talk about? I think we'll just clamp it at around now, and we'll do a great episode next week. Oh, you can't say that, you know? I'm ruining them. I'm jinxing everything I touch right now. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Have a great week. Thanks for checking it out. I mean, look at us. Me, myself, and I. Maybe a possible subscriber. Week 17 or something. Getting ahead of the... I feel like I'm 10 years late in this. What am I talking about? Certainly in the race at some point here. Okay, guys. Thanks again. Cheers.